Another month, another dope-ass theme. Yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I'm your host, Tasherre Risay. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 180 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to my man, Mr. Wallace, for that intro. Woo! We'll be using that for the entire month of October, then moving on to something else. Shout out to the packed house. Good Lord. We are growing. The amount of viewership is growing every single week. It might get to a point where I cannot give shout outs, but I would definitely do my best. Who we got here? Agent Smith 78, Black Math, BS Filter, CAIN, Darrenus Ray, Gigahertz, Dixie Freely, Dunsworth, Freehand, Jelani Beats, Northeast Beast in the house. Mr. Wallace, RTO Beats, TikTok Productions, Willie Survive. I saw Obsidian Blue up in here. DJ D-Man, JSP8. Good Lord, man. It's a bunch of folks in here tonight. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And now, okay, I had to get that popping right there. Okay, and now, what? Oh boy, that sucked. Try this again. What are we doing? All right. Episode 180. We are officially into the fourth quarter of 2017 and the last quarter of the year as well. But the last quarter of our operations for the weekly homework assignment at CMA. And before we go into, because I got some really nice stuff planned moving forward, before we get there, I had to let the people take a little bit, relax, get some stuff off their chests, not have any restrictions or any particular assignment this week. And we are doing what we like. You know this one. No rules, no restrictions. Just make something dope and turn it in. And it's amazing when we do these particular joints versus everyone else. Versus every other week, because now we actually have 15 submissions this week. So it's going to be a fairly long show. Get your popcorn, get your drinks, kick your feet up, and enjoy yourself. Let's get into this right now. Starting off with a gentleman who's been handling his business for the last few weeks since he joined, and I don't think he's going to slow down anytime soon. Representing DMV, if I'm not mistaken, DC to be exact. Kicking off the show is my man, CAIN. What are we doing? What are we doing? This guy. It's always funny when people like sample my voice or something, man. It's so crazy to me. I'm gonna take the quote from Darren Ray in the chat that says, "CAIN is able." Real talk. Yo, way to kick that joint off, man. Kick the show off with just some hard boom bap. I mean, hard, nice, punchy drums. And then the chops and everything else that's going on in there. Stupid. For this assignment, I used the Machine Studio. I used the NI expansion for the drums. The samples in this beat were from Ahmad Jamal and Barbara Streisand. The vocal samples are from you and Ghostface Killer. Peace, CAIN. Yeah, that was dope. Very dope. Like I said, once again, hard, really hard hitting drums. I like the way you did chop that sample. Implementing me, yes or no, it's all good. That was a cool thing. I can't remember if I heard the Ghostface. I would have to go back and take a listen to it. But other than that, man, just dope. Way to kick things off. Everything is mixed very well, too. So props to that. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really appreciating about CAIN is his stuff is mixed very well. Mixed and mastered very well. His wave is on point right now. I'm looking at it. So props for that, my man. Props for being a part of the crew and killing it once again. Thank you for that, my man. So things have been happening over at CMA. New people have been popping up, like a lot lately. Well, not in the 50s or 100s or anything like that, but a little more than usual, and I'm cool with that. So we actually have a new debut tonight. This is from a gentleman who literally just joined maybe 2 weeks ago. And we'll see. I'll keep what I want to say till after his submission. We'll see what's going on. But our new member representing Chi-Town, ladies and gentlemen, Afterlife.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Look, man. First of all, I don't appreciate you debuting during the Do What You Like. You haven't earned that right yet. Second of all, how dare you? Nah, we can say how dare you. But this dude absolutely murdered the Sesame Street joint. That's crazy, dog. Like, who doesn't know that unless you're like, under 20 or something like that. Good Lord. Afterlife, man. WHA 180, glad to be here for my first entry. Enjoy the show. The talent amongst everyone in the group is crazy. Thought I should join for the ride. Deuces. This was sick. That's something, and I absolutely love. That's why we do what we do with the sample mutilation, where we take a very well-known sample, something that has been used hundreds of times at least, and we try to do something. Well, the assignment is to do something entirely different. You make it yours. You go out of your way to do something different and unique, knowing that it's been used so many times. And this dude hit this particular one because we know that's been sampled Lord knows how many times in hip hop. I mean, off the top, I'm thinking of the Ghostface song. I think that was off of Fish Scale that used that sample. That was dope. Actually, maybe that wasn't that, but it was from the same group that did that. But there's been several people who have sampled this before, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joint. But yo, first of all, the way he went about the drum programming, something I definitely would not have thought about, at least for myself. I loved how he did that. I love the chops of the sample. That was crazy, and he had some other stuff going on, a few different patterns, which I really appreciated because stuff actually changed up. Even later in the song, added some other like synths and vocal effects. I think I heard some vocal stuff in there. This was dope, very dope. And then the drum sounds you actually chose in the manner in which you actually programmed everything. Stupid. So with that said, welcome to the crew, Afterlife. Good Lord, that was crazy. Way to debut, my man. Sheesh. Way to handle it. Thank you for that, bro. All right, man. Let's go. Now that we had a debut, let's have a return. We ain't heard from this cat in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, DUNLAP. I see. Young Dap Dunlap. He says, glad to be back. Hashtag organic. Yeah, bruh. That was nice. From the jump, the tempo and the drum programming and all of that, very dope. I like that. It's a nice tempo, but the drums knock, and that snare is really cutting through the mix. That's really dope. But as what he had in there, like the different, I'm saying samples, but instrument samples, the different stuff that he was playing throughout there, I think it's around the 1 minute mark where the brass comes in. And this isn't just, trumpets and trombones. No, this is orchestral brass, where it's like almost muted and is used in those really dramatic situations, like in video games or movies or something like that. And the way he added that to the track, very dope. I really like that. Moving towards the 2 minute mark, he actually had a dropout, little transition. Then when the beat came back in, it was the same drum programming, but completely different instruments playing on top of it. That's what I'm talking about, man. And throughout the whole track, actually had stuff, changing everything up, man. So props to you, man. You got to get back though, because that, I don't know, it might have been about close to 2 months ago now. I might be exaggerating, but man, he was on a roll and he was getting better and better. He had produced what I thought was one of his best beats, if not his best beat that I had heard, and then he just disappears. Got to stay on it, man. Got to stay on it. But man, props to you, man. Props. Well, let me give some shouts out first, man. We got some people in here. Obsidian Blue, DUNSWERTH, Jelani Beats. I don't know if I called out Jelani earlier. Gemini 4D, Northeast Beast, Netmaker is in the building. Gamma Pods is up in here. Did I get everybody? I think I did for now. No one you know. I think I got everybody for now. Thank y'all for watching, man. We actually do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST, right here. YouTube.com/Computer Music Academy. And we post the replay, the archive, the high quality version of this podcast. It's uploaded to the site as well as YouTube the next day. So, we have another debut. But this is a debut from somebody we all know and love and have been waiting, I do mean waiting, to hear from this gentleman. He is a gentleman that I call a brother. He is one of the coolest cats I have actually had a chance to know and kick it with. And I'm so happy to have this dude finally submit something. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, representing New Jersey or New York. I apologize if I got that wrong. But finally making his CMA WHA debut, Slade 5000. Man, listen. Man, listen. This dude has been a member for a little over a year. He's been crew for a little longer than that. This dude finally has submitted. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Good Lord. He says, "What's good, fam? I mixed this joint. I mixed this after a 15-hour work day. So if the lows are a little too heavy, let me know. My ears are shot and I'm running on fumes." Hey, trust me, I know the I know the feeling, especially recently. Dude, first of all, I think a lot of us know that sample. But what this dude did with it, once again, it's the whole purpose of sample mutilation when we do it. But you take it and if you want to leave some familiarity in there, that's fine. But to take it and do something completely different from what, the few people you may have heard do something with it, that's what it's all about. And this was dope. And even though, he said he mixed it a couple of different times and resubmitted it a couple of different times, this joint sounds crispy, dog. The mix on it is point. Low end is punchy. Drums are on point. The sample and the chops themselves, all good stuff, Slade. Jeez, man. And this dude has such a ridiculous record collection, man. If you've never heard of Slade 5000 and you haven't heard of his channel, you need to go check his channel out. His channel is pretty crazy. He's the only person, and he may continue to be the only person in the crew that has a YouTube plaque. That's insane, my man. But yo, way to debut. Now, a word of advice for you and Afterlife. Now that y'all are here, man, you got to stay here, man. You got to keep it coming. But yo, Slade, thank you, my man. That was dope. Good to have you, man. All right, man, let's go holler at this cat right here. This is a gentleman that's been with us for a while, and he's been doing his thing. He continues to grow as well. Ladies and gentlemen, OK Joey. See, this guy Joey, man. This dude went and got a little, I dare I say he almost got lo-fi with that one. Very kind of dirty. It has a nice film to it, so to speak. He says, "Hello, just turning in my assignment. I use a sample pack called Kit from the Cosmos at Machine Masters. The synth I use is a plugin called Loom. I love Loom. Loom is absolutely ridiculous from Air Music. I'm not good on the keys, but hey, I tried. Hope you enjoy. P.S. I had the assignment ready for number 179, but I did not save my work. Learn a lesson every day. Learn a lesson on that day. Always save your work. Yep. Save and save often. I always say it. I've said it millions of times. And I even show that like when I do my live streams on the weekend. Dude, as soon as I get that first main idea down, save it. And I keep coming back to it like every few minutes. I keep saving. But beyond that, this was dope. Very dope. Joey is really stepping out and beginning to do some stuff where he's experimenting more. And that's what it's all about. That's how you come up with the dope stuff. Is, it's cool when you have your groove and you can always go back and knock out something in, 10 minutes or whatever the situation may be. But that's one of the reasons why we do the podcast, to challenge ourselves, to do stuff that, we may not have thought about. And that's what a lot of people have said about being at CMA and participating in the WHA. Man, I never would have thought about creating beats for cartoons or, this kind of stuff. And the experimentation just on your own behalf is what it's all about, because you just never know. You open up a particular plugin, you hit, 3 keys in the wrong manner, and you come up with something really dope. That's what it's all about. But what we got here with Joey, as far as like the his drum programming and then the synths that he used and the filtering and all that, I want to see more of that, Joey. I want to see more of that, because you have been growing since you've been here. And dude, just stay on top of that. Please, 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 please. That's all we need, my man. But thank you. That was really, really dope. I really enjoyed that. Let's get some shouts out, man. I don't know if we shouted out DUNLAP, BS Filter, Gamma Pods, Dre Smith in the building. I saw a Wide Body a little bit ago. Ray D 3000. Who else we got in here, man? Jay Bishop is in the building. Welcome, my brother. I think we got everybody for now. I gotta stay up on top of the shout outs to make sure everybody gets their love, man. Thank y'all for hanging with us and rocking with us every single week. All the support. We do appreciate it. Let's go over here, man, to Boston, Mass. Holler at this guy who's been killing it. I do mean killing it since his debut. This is my dude, Freehand. Man, listen. This guy comes through with this old cinematic crap. Duh, that was crazy. Sheesh. I'm going to take AS's quote from the chat where he says, "Your sound is very unpredictable." Yeah, that's what I really like about Freehand, because you have no idea what this dude is going to do. We've talked about it before. I can't stand a beat, not a song, where it's just a 2 or 4 bar loop for 3 minutes. Like, okay, do something else with it. But Freehand never gives me that. And for the most part, nobody else does. But Freehand is one of those special cases. This dude does this crazy morphing and transforming in his songs where he has like multiple parts. And he just continues to build and transform and evolve. It's crazy. He said, I've wanted to do something epic and have a lot of emotion and bring you to another place in time. I hope it worked. Enjoy. I would say so, man. Starting out with the like the synth swell and stuff like that. But then you have like the other stuff playing. Drums finally hit in. And then it's like almost like a marching tone, but I still say it's very cinematic. And I forgot who just said that. Said something along, I think it was Dunn, as a matter of fact, that said something along the lines of this could be like on the Matrix soundtrack. I can definitely call the Matrix soundtrack and several other movies that this would be perfect for, as well as video games. This would be perfect for that. But I loved how this joint just played. And it's, again, unpredictable. Like, okay, I hear this part, I see it, this is cool. Where is he going next? And it just continues to evolve throughout the rest of the song, man. Adding more and more instruments, changing up some of the patterns as far as the instrumentation, and then just rolled it on out, faded it on out. That was dope. Freehand is dope, man. My man. What else needs to be said? Freehand is dope. Boston, Mass represent. Thank you, my man. That was dope. Again, that was dope. Let's take it over to this gentleman right here. He's another one of our cats that's been around since around this time last year. So happy anniversary. But he has been really putting in work this year. Really, I'm really beginning to see evolution and see him, well, again, experiment and do other things with his music. So let's see what he's doing this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Ja Rose. Yeah, cats are clowning tonight. Woo, clowning. He says, I made this beat with the intention of sending it to a couple of MCs, so I tried to leave enough room in there for them to do their thing. Sample is chopped stems from the Soul Track Volume 1, drums from Machine, lead and bass from Contact. The beat was sequenced in Machine and was mixed and arranged in Reaper. Shout out to all y'all putting out fire albums. Actually, that's a hashtag on that. Dog. Gyros. Again, this dude's growing. He's evolving. He's doing bigger things, more things now. This is crazy. This I would add this to the Freehand joint as far as being fairly cinematic. But then it's also good enough for the ride. This joint got bass. Holy crap. The low end in this joint. And during the pre-show, we played his submission for the Mr. Magic joint, which, you know, he turned Mr. Magic into a damn roots reggae song, which was crazy. But again, that low end is hitting in his music, man. Stupid. Mixes on point. Love the sequencing and everything in here. So I'm assuming everything was fairly organic. Well, with the exception, he said he chopped up some stuff. But then right around the 1:15, I think it is. Oh, that part right there is so stupid because the first part kind of serves as the intro. If this is a track that somebody's going to rap on, it serves as the intro and then like the first verse. But it drops out. It does a little something different. And when the hook actually comes in, it's so dope. It has a couple of different synths in there playing, one low and one high one, and they kind of alternate back and forth. This is crazy, Ja. This is by far the best joint I've heard from you since you've been at CMA. That's definitely a good thing. This is dope. You are handling business, bro. Good Lord. That's dope. Dope, man. Let's get some shouts out, man. We got BS Filter. I don't know if I called him out earlier. Caden Johnson, welcome. That's a new name. Thanks for joining us. Dre Bach is in the building as well. That might be it. I don't know if I shouted out Ron B. Shout out to Ron B. My mans. I think I got everybody, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Straight up. Woo! Don't get tired yet. We only halfway through the show. Coming in next, this gentleman right here, who is another cat that's been growing and expanding and really, I'm really starting to see him do more in his music, experimenting more, and I'm really, really appreciative of that. So, representing Metro Detroit, this is my man, No One You Know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's the best way for me to just, present my feelings for that track. No one, do you know what, wait? I'm assuming he was saying do what you like. He didn't type it all the way. Means just that. And my track did that. What I wanted. Started out trying to do a sample-based R&B track, ended up with an organic track. So I blended the two together. Hope y'all like it. Hashtag we are CMA. Again, he says it right there. He's experimenting. He's trying to do other stuff that he may not have thought about before or felt he didn't have the skill until now, to at least attempt. Because trust me, I've been at that point myself. This is crazy. This is no one really beginning to evolve. Because we know no one has a particular sound. The way his drum programming will always give it away that it's a no one track. But it's always dope. I can't say that any of his tracks that he's ever turned in were not on point. This is no one doing different stuff, starting to really evolve and try to get to the next level. Try to take his music to a different place. And I really enjoy it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. He has in the mix, props on the mix, because I know he's been really working on his mixing too. So props on that. Mix is very good. Everything sits in the track. It's present. And I know I say that kind of stuff a lot, but that's very important because if there's certain instruments or a particular part of the track that you want to catch people's attention, they have to hear it. So if you have everything leveled out and EQ'd out perfectly, and then the track mastered perfectly, then you will reach the people. You would get that across to them. But this is dope. And I see where he was going with more of an R&B kind of feel, but he did have some dope hip hop elements in there. And it worked. It worked. And again, I'm going to ask you to try it again, to keep going down whatever inspired you to do this, moving forward, keep going back to that well until it runs dry, and you got to jump to another one. But you are definitely coming with it, no one. Continue to do that. My man, you are killing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, it's about that time. It's time to hit the Midwest. It's time to head over to the World Championship Ligers of Chicago. We have both of them this week. First off, Jelani Beats. See, we've talked about this recently, that the cast we got from Chicago, with the exception of Afterlife, because he just started, he came over. But the two existing casts that have been here for about a year now, so happy anniversary to them as well. These cats know how to chop up like jazz and big band and all that kind of stuff. They kill it. Absolutely kill it. So it's no surprise that Jelani would go with, I'm not going to say elevator music. It's more of that kind of Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole kind of stuff, which is classified as jazz. It's more that era, what he used here, and that's stupid. Who pulls that off except for Jelani and AS? They do that stuff on a regular basis and kill it. Good Lord, man. Doug, this was very mellow. I love, and you could tell he used, multiple parts of that same song. That's what it's all about. Man, I like the tempo. I like the kind of the shuffle, so to speak, of the drums. And then for the chops of, the different orchestral instruments he had and, stuff that was going on within the track. But then I think it's right after the 1 minute where the strings come in. And then there's a couple of different patterns of the strings that he used. Stupid, Jelani. Good Lord. And I'm assuming you're over there being lavish using the brand new MK3. So shout out to my lavish brother right there. I did that for the crew. But no, this was dope, Jelani. Very, very dope, my man. Keep it coming. Please, 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 please. Let's take a little breather, man. Let's head over to the West real quick. Let's holler at this cat. This is one of our good brothers, good light-skinned brothers. Let's call him that. But he kills it. Ladies and gentlemen, DUNSWERTH. This cat coming through with the slow flow. Doug, first and foremost, if not for the full mix, but the full mix was straight, but man, those hi-hats were so crispy. The EQ on the hats were so freaking crispy, dude. And he panned them just perfect to where they sit out, but they're still, along with the rest of the music. Good Lord. But the chops, the drums, is that an Ashford and Simpson sample? It sounds like it. But yo, this was sick. It was a little shorter than most. This was only just under 2 minutes. But man, he got in, had a nice little intro. Main part kicked in where the drums and the rest of the beat actually built up in the main part of the song. And a couple different change ups, had a drop, took it out, brought it back with the main part and faded it out. Kept it very simple, but dope. Stupendous. Absolutely ridiculous. Good Lord, man. Duns is something special. I'm going to just leave it at that. He's something special. Thank you for that, my man. Good to have you participate. Good Lord. Woo. All right. Let's head back now. Back to the other side of the shy. Let's see what he's doing this week. My man, Agent Smith, 78. Once again, cats are clowning tonight. Clowning, I tell you. Clowning. Agent Smith 78 says, just try to make something over 2 minutes. Basic, but gets the job done. And my response is, shut up, AS. Shut the entire hell up. This was crazy. Yo, this was crazy. Man, as far as that kind of obscure stuff, again, I've noticed that Jelani and AS, Agent Smith, they sample stuff that I don't hear anybody else sample. And I'm talking about NCMA and even abroad. I don't really hear people sampling the stuff that they sampled, and that's a beautiful thing. This is some other, again, I wouldn't call it elevator music, but like, I don't know, 50s, 60s, maybe even early 70s movie soundtrack type stuff, depending on who's starring, that kind of thing. But this dope how he, good Lord, like, from the time that the intro kicks in, and then you got the main beat and the chops, the drum programming, the mix on it is beautiful also, let me give you that. But the switching back and forth between different patterns and doing crazy stuff with the samples and everything, stupid. But then this dude drops in the DJ Khaled, another one that fades out and brings in an entirely different beat to take it out. And that beat was crazy. First beat was dope. The second beat was like, holy crap, AS. And this dude, when we talk later, it was okay. It was mad okay, Tasherre. It was all right. Like, shut up. AS, man. Woo, good Lord. That was dope, my man. That was very dope. Yeesh. Chicago Liars, man. We'll keep an eye on Afterlife. We may have another one. But shout out to all of y'all, man. Woo! Thank you, AS. Let's keep it moving, man. We got debuts and returns, and now we got another return. Cat that we hadn't heard from in a few weeks. Let's see what this guy is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray G. Good Lord. That was crazy. Ray G. Sheesh. He says, it's been a minute since I've submitted. Got a new setup and software, but I think I'm back. We'll see. LOL. I don't think you have to worry about that, bruh. I do not think you have to worry about that at all. Yo, from the jump, okay. First of all, before I go any further, the mix on this joint, bravo. The mix is absolutely beautiful, Ray G. But then, as I was getting ready to say, from the jump, the piano playing, for a second, it reminded me of the Godfather tune, score. But it plays, and I love the tone, the actual piano you chose. I think that's overtone or however it's called. But then when the drums and the beat actually hits, stupid. You got that stab, boom. Oh my God. Oh, that is stupid. That plays through the main part of the song, which what I'm assuming would be the verse. Then the hook comes in. Holy crap. That joint is so monstrous. What goes down in that hook. Woo! That's crazy. Brings back the verse, then goes back to the hook and just rides it on out. The mix really punctuates what's going on in this song. The everything that you chose for this song was on point as far as the different instrument samples and drums and stuff. Not samples, but the different instruments and the drums and the way you program and arrange everything and the mixing. This is perfect. I need more of this from you, Regine. This was insane, dude. Woo. Bravo, dog. Thank you for that. Sheesh. Whew. Let's keep it moving, man. And again, we got more returns. Hey, man, I'm calling cats out. We got 16 submissions tonight. It better not be back down to 8 next week. I'm going to let you know. Let's keep it moving, man. Head back out west. Holla at the other half of Dun Gems. This is my guy, Gemini 4D.
Gemini 4D.
If you're going to come back, you better do it like that. Gemini 4D, man. I'm going to take Jelani's quote, "Sinister and beauty meet." Yeah, bruh. That's insane right there. This dude went and got cinematic on you. I don't know what soundtrack or whatever that's from, but holy crap, I want to see it. Jeez, just based on how Gemini actually used it. And this is something different. Now that I think about it, you know, Gemini is West Coast. So is Duns, RTO, Ray D. Am I missing anybody? That's pretty much it. West Coast cats, man. And they freaking come with that West Coast. But then Gemini is coming with this. This is so smooth. It is. It's very smooth, but it has that real cinematic edge to it because of what the sample material he used. And he used it so well. Even to the drums are really laid back because Gemini's drums hit in his songs. Like, they hit hard. This was very cool and laid back, and he let the sample do the talking. And I really what the sample, but you know, the music instrumentation and whatnot, even though he sampled it, he let that do the talking. I figured now that I have time, it would be the best time to start submitting again. When it's a do what you like, or when it's a do what you like, I have no pressure. I admit I fell off to do a little. I admit I fell off to do a lot going on, but I'm back now. I sampled from a group. Oh, here we go. Sample from a group named The Moments. Just chopped it and tried to have fun. Hope you like it. Hashtag we are CMA. Bruh, that was crazy. Gemini, that was crazy, dude. Woo, good to have you back. Hopefully we see you again next week. That was nasty. Excellent job, my man. Woo, y'all have been clowning tonight, yo. And we still got more show for you. Hang out for a little bit. Woo, let's keep it going, man. It's about that time. I go and holler at my brother. Man, I absolutely respect and love. I think he's a damn genius. I've said it on more than one occasion, and I'm pretty sure I'll say it at the end of this one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Math. Man, what the hell? See? Here we go again. Genius. This dude's a freaking genius, man. I wasn't sure what I wanted to create, but I knew I didn't want to quantize anything, hence the song title, which he actually named the song Loose Grid. Hope you dig the effort. Hashtag we are CMA. Who else could pull that off, man? This dude, man. This dude literally went through basically a freestyle track with several different instruments. And everything is kind of off quantized, in which, you know, a lot of us don't quantize anyhow. But Mav is something special with that because it has there's quantized where everything is kind of tight and on beat. And there's nothing wrong with that. Then you have people like myself and many others who don't quantize that have like a certain humanistic feel to where it's not perfect, but it's still in a good groove. It's still feeling good and sounding good. You can groove to it. Then there's Black Mav, where his swing is just it's just stupid, man. Holy crap, yo! The drums in this joint, that clap side stick rim shot combination, that's freaking ridiculous. And the kick drum that he picked along with it with the hats, stupid. The instrumentation, as far as I think that was an acoustic upright bass, I think so. And then keys and some synth stuff going on. What is wrong with this dude, man? Stupid. Bravo, once again. And again, I'll say it again. This dude's a damn genius. He is. He is. We were talking, what was that, yesterday? And just talking about goals and, you know, what he wants to accomplish going into next year and moving on. And I'm like, yeah, cats definitely need to start paying you because you're too freaking talented. I think everybody will agree when I say that. Mav is out of his damn mind. So, again, props to you, my man. Let's go on over here, man. Holla at my brother. Now residing in St. Louis. His wife is in the chat as well. Shout out to her. This is my guy, Dixie Freely. Look, bruh. Let me tell you something about Dixie Freely. He's out of his damn mind. Broham, for this edition of Do What You Like, I decided to try to make an organic track from a genre that I have never tried before. Reggae. For 180, I used the Korg M1, NI's Black Arc, nice, and Niche Audio's dub and reggae expansions. For Machine, in the mix, I also got a chance to use the new Slate Digital FG Stress plugin. Yes, the Distressor, which models the renowned Empirical Labs compressor, the Distressor. Hope it's dope. Audi 5000 hashtag we are CMA. Look, bruh. This dude went and did his thing. And we were talking a few days ago, actually. I think it was at the top of the week. And he was like, yeah, I went and bought something, but, I ain't going to tell you what I bought yet. Like, oh, okay. We talk plugins and stuff all the time. Crew, we talk about that stuff damn near every day. And then you got some people like myself, AS, RTO, Wide Body, Blessed Girl, BA Mac. We talk video games. Mental is in there too. But anyhow, so he said he bought the Black Arc, which is that Native Instruments joint, expansion for Machine, which is reggae. Stupid. This whole submission. Did not see it coming. Definitely didn't see it going. But no, the way this joint feels, and it's like, if you've listened to the show, you hear Dixie's stuff every week, because I don't think he's missed a week this year. Props to that. But he always has beat. He always has a nice groove, and it sounds good. It's always mixed very well, because he, along with Wallace, are like seriously mastering and mixing geniuses when it comes to the crew, straight up. And even beyond the crew, people that I know, I think they're better than them in some cases. But this thing, man, was sounding so crazy. It had a constant groove, but it was kind of deceptive, where it seemed like it was moving around. Certain notes were missing at certain times, but it still was in the groove. This is sickening, man. I'm not even going to talk anymore about this damn thing. The hell with you, dog. No, this was very dope, Dixie. Very dope. And I'm pretty sure whichever the next project will be, it'll be on there. Stupid. Way to jump out and do something entirely different. My man, that's what it's all about. Thank you for that, man. And now we've reached the end of the show. We've come to a gentleman that closes our shows very frequently and very ridiculously every week. Veteran who is just now getting to a point where he's releasing projects, and you need to go support. This is my guy, formerly known as DJ Nocturnal. Ladies and gentlemen, Gamma Pods. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he does it again. And I don't know how he does this every freaking week. He literally takes you on journeys with his music every week. When you get a minute, go back to year 2, year 3. Around the time when dude actually go through all of those years from like year 2.5, I think it was, or maybe it was just year 3 on up to now, because we're in year 5 now. Go back to some of those podcasts and hear what Gamma, Nocturnal, was doing then, and reference to what he's doing now. Insanity, dude. What the hell? This dude has literally found himself. He's found who he wants to be as an artist, as a musician. And he kills this stuff every single week. Proud of you, bro. This was nuts. So stupid. I mean, what more do you need to say except for it's incredibly dope. It fits several different occasions, genres, places where it could be. I mean, why is this dude not being paid on a regular basis for his music and living off of that as opposed to what he does from 9 to 5 every day? Straight up. Stupid. As usual, Gavin. Good Lord. Music speaks for itself. I don't necessarily need to speak on it. Man, Cat's clown tonight. Absolutely clowned. Let's get some shouts out, man. Show the people we really care, love them. Appreciate all of y'all coming through, rocking with us. Who we got here? Agent Smith, CAIN, Tasherre Risay, Dixie Freely, DUNSWERTH, Freehand, J Bishop, Gemini 4D, Netmaker, Northeast Beast, Ron B, RTO Beats, Slade 5000, TikTok Productions, Willie Survive. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Hopefully it won't be the last, my man. Who else we got here, man? Freehand, J Bishop, Tasherre Risay. Did I say Netmaker? I'll say it again. Netmaker, Dixie Freely, DUNSWERTH, Ron B, JELANI Beats, Slade 5000, Miss Lena, Miss Tiffany, Dre Smith, Dre Bach was here also. Man, it's way too many of y'all. Like I said, we're growing in viewership every week, and thank y'all for that. It might get to a point to where I can't do shout outs at the end of the show. We do this every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. EST, right here, youtube.com/Computer Music Academy. We post the replay, the archive, the playback and high quality version on our site, computermusicacademy.com, as well as the YouTube channel the next day. And if you would like to be amongst the great talent pool at CMA, come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. Before I go, do me a favor. Go over to computermusicacademy.com/releases and support many of the people who have submitted tonight and many others who have contributed to Computer Music Academy over the last several years. Really dope projects. I don't have to lie to you about that. Everybody contributes something very dope to what we do. And thank y'all for rocking with us again this week. It's been excellent. We're done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. See ya!